For my third spot, Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei. Yes, it is Mushoku Tensei, man. With all of the faults all of the things that I don't vibe with, that I have talked about in some of the later seasons, it is still definitely up there because few shows can make me as excited as when there is a new season of Mushoku Tensei out there. Why? Because I love isekai. I love fantasy. I love it so much. And especially with some of the newer seasons. Here's the reason I fucking love Mushoku Tensei, right? There's a lot of reasons to not like Mushoku Tensei. And that's completely understandable. That is completely understandable. As a Mushoku Tensei fan, I'm like, if this show is not for you, then I'm like, I'm not going to try and convince you. I 100% understand. Mushoku Tensei for me grasps that feeling of that childlike wonder of being able to explore and being able to get lost in this completely different world. It is a journey. It is an adventure. It is an adventure in the truest sense of what I feel a fantasy adventure should be. What I really respect about it is it's the show that takes its time to really, really get you immersed in this world. We can have fucking, there's not always something that is banging there's not always a big plot development that happens like every single episode. But whenever I watch Mushoku Tensei, I just that feeling of just being literally like transported to another world, feeling like you've been just transported to another world and you're just in this living, breathing world that you get to explore and you get to see more of. And the more seasons that come out, you learn a little bit more about the world, a little bit more about the lore. You see more characters come out. You see different people just trying to find a life in this world. And I think that Mushoku Tensei, I don't know why, but that gives me that feeling more than any other fantasy anime I've watched. There are a lot of fantasy anime that give me a close feeling to that, give me a close feeling to that. But to me, I don't know what it is about Mushoku Tensei, man, that gives me that childlike wonder more than any other show. And I honestly think it's because unlike a lot of different shows, unlike a lot of different fantasy shows, this is a show that has no qualms just taking its time to just do nothing, to just let you be in the world, right? To just let you be one of the inhabitants and see Rudius's journey throughout the world. And that's why I can never watch Mushoku Tensei weekly, because watching it weekly doesn't give me that, you're in for 20 minutes, nothing happens sometimes, and then you're out. The world doesn't revolve around Rudius. That's the big thing, man. That is honestly the big thing. Having said that, yes, I know, guys. It's Mushoku Tensei. It's very, very easy to clown on this show. It's very, very easy to clown on some of the characters on this show, but I still fucking love it despite all of the things that I don't vibe with it. And it's because of the aspects that it does so well that I can't help but keep coming back to it. Some of the characters, mainly, bro, look, if you always don't have your opinions formed by some threads you see on Twitter or other parts of the internet, you can, I feel like what's been lost in a lot of modern discourse is being able to enjoy a piece of media, being able to enjoy something without having it automatically be judged, without being judged. Sorry, let me say that again. Is enjoying a piece of media without having to be afraid to be judged for liking that piece of media when it has aspects that you maybe not vibe with or you maybe don't always stand for. I feel like, honestly, a lot of people just need to accept that just because you enjoy something doesn't mean it represents all of your life values, man, And I think this nuance has been lost in a lot of modern discourse, man. It's been lost. So yes, Mushoku Tensei is up there on my 3x3. Not any other fantasy, not any other isekai. I did specifically pick Mushoku Tensei for those exact reasons I just said. Slow burn. I mean, sometimes you need a slow burn, man. Sometimes you need a slow burn.